He's having a lot more fun. He's a bit of a wild man, especially during the... And he fights a bit like that, so I'm very interested to see how that he fights. Listen, Perez is very well-rounded, he can do all sorts of things, so I'm interested to see this much more focused.
Goes quietly, and sometimes it's very much on display as a fight. Can he stay within himself? Because the times that guys are quick and fight with the game plan that your coaches have set.
185, are you kidding me?
I know, right?
Corner tonight, like you said, he's back. Now he's over in Vegas. To him being able to make that easier cut down. Again, just like we talked about Mike Davis, a lot of fat. So I'm very intrigued to see him at 100.
Lungiambula 33, Perez 32. Lots of physical differences.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Kung Fu fighter, holding a professional record, 12 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Markus Maluko Perez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 10 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa, Dalcha Lungiambula. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Referee for this one, Herb Dean. Thank you very much, Camila. Round number 1 ahead. 3 5-minute rounds of action. Markus Perez
ready, fight.
Against Dalcha Lungiambula.
Someone in my ear said, DC, is that what you would look like if you were in shape? I said, no, I could never, and I never have, even when I wrestled 184.
I can't believe they said that, DC. I can't believe they said that to you.
I am in shape. Oh, every shape is one, and I am round, and I love it.
Lungiambula in the black, Perez in the grey. And we've seen a lot of real dynamic stuff out of Perez in the past. Lots of spinning techniques, things of that nature. But it would be interesting to see if he just cools the whole thing right now and keeps it real strict and orthodox, or southpaw.
You just saw Lungiambula try to explode into Perez. Perez was able to avoid it, but it only takes one of those big shots. He throws everything into his strikes to shut your lights out.
Hey, I got an interesting stat for you guys. Lungiambula has one of the best height to reach measurements in the UFC. He's just 5'8", but has a 76-inch reach.
Oh, dude's got some arms. Look at that.
And that's what Dalcha does. He will charge you, and then he will do that. There you go. But he wastes a lot of energy, and he's stuck in a guillotine right now.
He's got to be careful. He's out. As long as he doesn't allow... Oh, Perez is squeezing on that neck.
Oh, he could go for a Von Flip if he decides to...
Oh, Dalcha's trying to stay patient here. He's almost in the half guard
he's
fully.
okay now.
Yep, he's in the half guard fully. He just cannot allow for Perez to get him back to full guard. And at what point, if you're Perez, do you kind of start to let this thing go?
Yeah, I
so
think
you don't beat up the arms.
Yeah, you want to save that energy and your strength when you're facing somebody like Lungiambula. You don't want to burn those arms out early in the first round.
He had a little lift on there that DC would be proud of on that takedown.
Yeah, but again, that's like, and when you saw Dalcha do that takedown, that wasn't technical. That's just him being so strong and explosive that he just lifts you up. That's why at times the cardio has been an issue.
Absolutely.
Because he uses so much physical strength to get to his positions that it fatigues him over time.
Yeah, it's like doing sets of max deadlifts and then running a 5K afterwards.
Yeah, you got the weight, you got the bar on your chest, and you're just running around with it.
And Perez has got good grappling, good jiu-jitsu, so he's going to try to work off his back. He probably feels a little bit more secure here than getting picked up and thrown around.
And you don't see him as it's not as scary, right? As Lungiambula trying to pursue you. You got to be careful here if you're Perez to not take anything damage. Oh, look here, Paul.
6 wins by submission from Perez.
He's trying to control the head. What have we got here? Is he going to try and pass that foot? No, he's not.
Yeah, you know, he was trying.
There he goes.
Just trying to throw up as many attacks at Dalcha as he can. to allow Dalcha not to stay comfortable and try to start dropping that big ground and pound.
And Dalcha's got to watch putting his arms on the mat. He's got to try to keep them on the chest of Perez and throw some ground and pound. Nice hammer fist there from Dalcha.
If you're on your back and you're Perez, all you're trying to do, Perez, is trying to control the posture of Lungiambula. Control the posture. Don't give him space to generate the power that you know that he can.
Oh, there was a big left hand there from Lungiambula. He's got to be careful here, Perez.
Perez keeps
set up a triangle.
Yep, keeps trying to throw the legs up, trying to gain mission control.
UFC Fight Pass is the exclusive home to some of the best organizations in combat sports, including LFA, Cage Fury, Cage Warriors, and Submission Underground. Head to UFC Fight Pass or download the UFC app to check out the schedule of upcoming live events.
And if you're Perez, you don't mind this, Paul. You don't mind being in the grappling in all these positions because you know Lungiambula has struggled with the cardio. And again, he's trying to attack the guillotine. He's going to use that just to get back to his feet.
And you can hear Lungiambula's coaches yelling, pass to the right, it's open, watch the guillotine.
Yeah, he's trying to set up a Darce here. He's going to have to get him back down to the mat.
Oh, just shrugged that out, though. Just going to lift my shoulder and break this grip.
But this is what Perez has to do, pressure him, wear on him, get him to fatigue and fight out of things more and more. And then I would imagine Perez, if he doesn't get a submission in the first round, he's going to like this going into the second and third rounds and look for the finish there.
Well, especially when you've seen a guy struggle at times with his cardio, and then he's going down a weight class. You wonder what the weight cut will be like for him the first time he's fighting here. How effective is he at a lower weight after losing the extra mass, especially when you saw a guy as a heavyweight champion in his prior organization. You know that is a path for you to chase down.
Last few seconds here in the first round.
Here we go. Have a seat, champion.
Breathe, Bubba.
Head up, breathe. Big breath and breathe.
Go down.
Okay, Dalcha, he's afraid of your striking, okay? Okay, he's afraid of your striking. Feint, and then attack straight punches. 1, 2, 1, 2. Look for the 3 on the overhand once you get close.
Listen, sit up a little bit. Give me some good body language. Listen to me. When he touches your head, you peel that hand off your head and you replace with an elbow. You understand me? Breathe. Anytime in the striking department, I need you to double up the right hand. Okay, he's scooting out that way. We're reaching a little long. Throw one and throw the second with the overhand. You understand? Okay.
Let your hands go. Let your hands go. Watch the kicks.
In need of a good laugh? Well, check out an all-new comedy special, Throwing Punches, from Last Comic Standing finalist Adam Hunter after tonight's fights as he takes aim at the MMA community, along with current events, only on UFC Fight Pass. Did you guys hear like almost a hyperventilation of Lungiambula in the corner?
Yeah, and then Eric Nixix in the corner says, give me some good body language, you know, take a deep breath, relax, and good advice from his corner. But again, he's got to learn how to control himself and breathe in these situations. You know, that's something that comes with even more experience, especially in the big show. You've got to settle your heart rate down in between rounds or you're not going to make it through the second round.
This is good by Perez. Body shots. Body shots will really affect the breathing of Lungiambula. And if you're Perez, you see the body language. It speaks to you. Those guys have seen Lungiambula struggle in the cardio. That's why they're asking him for that. Now, again, it's because of this, though, Paulie. Everything is so big. Lungiambula does nothing at a leisure pace. Everything is a big explosion. You can't do that.
Power bar, power bar, power bar.
Look at all that. Now watch Perez throw his straight left.
Jeez. I mean, that was a body shot that just basically knocked Perez off of his feet. But again, here he goes, looking for submissions. Perez wastes no time off of his back. This is what he wants. He's got this arm. Nice job.
Yeah, wrong side. Lungiambula did a good job of just passing him over to the side.
Right knee in. Yeah, cover the leg. Right leg covered. There you go. Cover the leg.
Lungiambula's called himself an African buffalo in the past. You know, he just stares you down and stands his ground.
You don't want a guy like Lungiambula behind you with a waist control, trying to throw left hands and pound you in the face. Perez is hitting the Kimura here.
Nice.
Oh,
no. He's still going, he's still going.
Oh, he's in trouble here.
Pahumpa is absolutely, his coach is screaming at him right now.
He needs to shift his hips a little bit more to the side. He's got to continue to clear the hips. He's got the half guard on the wrong side.
Wow.
I have no idea how he ended up. Yeah, I have no idea how he ends up here.
And now the fence is going to be a problem for him as well, because he can't extend back. He can't really shift his position like he would like right here.
You got Perez on a Kimura, and Lungiambula's arm was straight, and he was able to somehow pull it back in to get it out of danger.
He just put it back in his pocket like he was receiving change from the grocery store, didn't he?
Now, I know we've kind of spoke about Lungiambula and the cardio issues, but the reality is he won round 1, and he's winning round 2. Right,
yeah,
so there have been improvements. There have been improvements for this young man, and the change to training at Extreme Couture.
Nice right hand. But Perez staying very calm from the back, too.
And early in the round, so if Perez, Perez, I'm trying to speak with that little bit of Spanish twang, you know, Perez can get back to his feet and gain some, garner some offense, he can maybe still win this round.
I think you should try it with some Portuguese flair as well.
I mean, Perez, that Spanish European, Perez.
I know. We all say it different, right?
Yeah, we do. But you just say it much cooler.
Oh, don't. Come on now.
Don't boost his ego, DC. Come on, USA. Just kidding, John.
There are times where I do want an English accent, Bisping, Hardy, good, and they all sound real cool to me.
Yeah, we never sound cool. It's just we just don't have one of those accents. I don't care who you are. We don't sound cool.
Nice elbow there by
nice.
Dalcha.
So we've got the brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Perez on the bottom, and the black belt in Judo, Lungiambula on top.
You see Dalcha trying to go deep half guard. He's building up. Dalcha needs to clear that leg. For Perez, what he needs to do now is try to shift the weight of Dalcha going forward. You can't allow him to just lay over the top of him. He's got to get him going forward so that he can turn his hips over and try to get a single leg.
You see Perez trying to grab that calf, too. I mean, he's not... Ooh. These are clean shots.
Yeah,
Dalcha.
hard shots.
Yeah, he's just got to watch the back of the head there. It sounds like Perez is saying something, doesn't it?
Yeah, he thinks he's getting hit behind the head when Dalcha was landing those strikes, but he's bleeding. There's blood down there. I mean,
yeah, that doesn't look like
where did that big cut come from?
Oh. First blood for Lungiambula, but we're going to see a third round.
Stop.
Calma. Isso. Dá 3 respirações bem fortes, tá?
Breathe deep.
Olha só. A gente não pode ficar por baixo, tá?
We can't stay on the bottom.
Give me some good hard straight box and attack him. Inside or all the way out. Don't be middle distance.
Hey, listen. Find his chest. Crosses to his chest, reload with the right hand, or bring me my left hook. He has no answer for us on the ground when we get to half guard. Listen, look at me. 5 fucking minutes, my man. You got to gas pedal this dude and win this fight. How bad do you want this shit? Whose cage is it, Dalcha? Let's go.
Dalcha, I need good boxing. Good footwork, good fucking boxing. Attack him. That's all you got to do. 1-2s, I don't care what you do. Do it short. No outside fighting.
Welcome back. Checking out the UFC Octagon here, round 3 in this middleweight contest. Some boxing there by Lungiambula. His coach was telling him that they want to see some nice clean strikes, either all the way in or all the way out.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was about to say, you know, throw some more kicks of your Perez. But the danger is when you land the kick, Lungiambula is trying to take your head off. Every single time.
Yeah, he's throwing like he's trying to throw a hammer through the ceiling up there.
It's crazy because he's absolutely fatigued when he goes back to the corner. But the moment they're back out in the center of the octagon, he lets everything fly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But do you wonder if he's like naturally just operates like that, or
I mean,
yeah, he seems to be
physiologically
just always anaerobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
just
a fighter. Yeah, he's a fighter though. You know, regardless of how the man's feeling,
he goes out there and
does
he's
let
still
it
throwing
fly
heaters.
when he gets out there.
And he can grapple. I mean, he's got to fix a little bit of technical stuff in the jiu-jitsu department. But like Eric said, when he gets half guard, he's got no answer for him.
He was a national judo champion.
Yeah, it's judo different though.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. But in terms of grappling, you still expend a whole bunch of energy.
Yes, you do.
A little bit of a stalemate up against the fence here, just waiting on Perez to throw something. Tries that elbow, no joy.
That was a nice little combination there from Lungiambula, much more controlled than some of these bigger strikes that he's been throwing.
I wonder if when Lungiambula is hitting pads, he's holding his breath until it's time to go, like he's doing in the octagon.
Well, I know my buddy Ryan Cafaro's held pads for him and plays of Eric when he couldn't do it. And he said it's one of the most terrifying things he's ever done.
Literally just thinking because holding pads would be awful.
Because he's just like, all right, give me a 1, 2, 3, and it's just.
Yeah, right. And it almost looks like he holds his breath whenever he explodes.
Yeah, I think.
And then he tries to release. And I think that's why he starts to fatigue himself.
And that's a big problem for a lot of people is they clench when they strike as opposed to
relaxing. You got to let everything flow. And, you know, take breaths. You know, a lot of people, you know, are upset about the fighters that kind of exhale when they strike. You know, we saw a fight like that on Saturday.
Of course.
PIs, yeah.
Sarah
Morais, right? And, you know, people are kind of like, oh my goodness, all the noise, but that allows for you to not get fatigued because you're breathing.
Everybody's swinging now.
But if you're Perez, you got to go. You don't have the luxury of holding it and fighting at a leisured pace.
No, you got it.
You got to just take some chances. Sure. You got to take some chances, and where he is in his career, right, with the two losses in a row. This one is of the utmost importance.
And interestingly for him, he's got two guys who are fighting out of South Africa back to back.
Yeah.
Walked into this as a plus 130 underdog, did the Brazilian.
But if you're Perez, you got to switch now from a double leg to a single. The hips of Lungiambula are too strong to try to just suck him in and take him down. You got to make him bounce and hop around on one foot and trick him in order to take him down.
Yeah, just shooting a straight double leg on the fence is going to be difficult.
Even in today's mixed martial arts, right? Guys are so good at just splitting their legs.
Yep.
Strikers, they just split their legs and start to underhook you. You got to almost maneuver and manage their body, leverage their body in order to take guys down now.
Stop. It's a key minute here for Perez, but not enough activity for the referee.
And they're right back in this position. If you're Herb Dean, you stop him a lot sooner this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't let
put
them
him
get
back to
that
the
far
center and
into
tell
it.
those guys it's time to fight. Because at this point, Dalcha, even though he may be losing this round, he's fine, right? He figures he has 2 in the bag.
Yeah, as long as he stays safe and doesn't get with it. This is probably where he wants to be at the moment.
This can only help Lungiambula, I would imagine, at this point.
Yeah.
The explosive fighter.
Fight.
Dalcha didn't even apologize. He's like, yep, take your time, dude, I'm good. Let me get a little break.
Perez, I think he caught him on a chin.
Nice.
Oh, good recovery there from Lungiambula. Well, this one does go to the judges' scorecard. purchase on ESPN+. Time now to get the official decision. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dalcha Champion Lungiambula!
Lungiambula with the win in his middleweight debut. He marches on. Interested to see how he develops under the tutelage of those guys right there back in Las Vegas. All right, moving along, and it's a very international affair next with the Tibetan Eagle against Uzbekistan's Lion.